What's up, I like scary. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, today we're gonna talk about, some Halloween updates and something when Halloween ends, and what could possibly happen next. Now, so David Gordon Green's finally reacted basically to all the backlash and everything with Halloween ends. We know a lot of people are not fans of it. It literally just split fans down the middle. It divided us. Some people like it, some people hate it, which is fair. It is different. But he finally said something back to fans that has been just talking shit about the movie. And he says this: it's funny when someone says build your dream house on this real estate using this title and these characters, everybody is going to find the different little things that's meaningful for them, and they'll make it their own. That's what I did. For everybody backlash, you also get people that are thanking you for taking it to a new place and keeping it alive and full of love. So basically, he's saying that he took a risk and tried to be different. And it was his own. He made it his own, his vision, what he thought Halloween was. And yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair. But in all reality, you can do that. But some fans like sticking to the nitty gritty of what they know with the storyline, the plot. And like I said, it's not too many people out here that take risks like that, huge risk like that. With Halloween, we all know how big that was and how much pressure it could be. But I just feel like the movie will get a cult following eventually, like Halloween 3. It's one of those movies that'll grow on you, hopefully. But yeah. And to touch on something else, a lot of people ask me, you guys saying, what do you think is next? I'm gonna be honest. From what I've been hearing and what I've been seeing and everything, especially with Halloween ends, they kind of went full blown like Halloween 3 with the font and everything. I can definitely see Season of the Witch coming for like a remake or a sequel or something, because they're obviously big fans of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, and it's that big cult following now with it. So I can see that happening. But mainly what I think for some reason they gave Jamie Lee Curtis her flowers. And we're going to kind of talk about these two also. Danielle Harris, I really do think, now they might not go off the plan. I think it's just don't go off of Halloween 5, just go off of 4 and bring Rachel back and everything and just kind of go like that. But I think it's going to be something with Danielle Harris, man, because I've heard that Malika Cott and her, they've been talking and everything, and she actually threw him a pitch. She actually threw him a pitch of how she think it could possibly go, but it's not only her that can make that decision. But I really think they're going to go off of Halloween 4, because Halloween 4 has a huge fan base and following. Like myself, I love Halloween 4, but it will just work out because in that storyline, Laurie Strode died in a car accident. You can kind of show Danielle Harris growing to be that new final girl. Michael's her uncle, and her sister, Rachel, and they can kind of go against everything, and her uncle Michael comes back, and you can go off of that. I think that would be perfect. It's a lot of people out here that thinks, they're going to go for a reboot, 78 reboot. That is so much pressure, going and trying to take over a fucking golden movie like Halloween 78. We see what happened with Rob Zombies. You think it was hard to do a sequel to it? It is definitely hard remaking it. That movie was shot a certain way the first time it was shot, and I don't think it could ever be done again. But after seeing Halloween Kills, what they did with that flashback and everything, with Aaron Armstrong playing a 78 shape, it definitely gave me some hope that we can knock that out. Tom Jones Jr. looking just like fucking Dr. Loomis. Did Michael kill? Did he kill again? And it's like, it's fucking mind-blowing, I personally think it's going to be like a Halloween 4 or a Halloween 3. I wouldn't be surprised if someone says, erase the whole Blumhouse trilogy. I'm going to show you how to continue it from 78. And but at first I was saying that David Gordon Green was making it tough for people to, want to pick these licenses up. He was making people nervous. Like, hey, man, he's killing it. I don't know how I can top this. And he still is, because Michael's look, the score, you got John Carpenter, his hand in it. So, of course, you're going to put, like, fear in other directors' heart to do this, because you kind of knocked out the park with 2018 and Kills. And, ends, man, I enjoyed it. Some people don't. But I really just think that, now people saying that he got the reaction he got from the final film in the trilogy, they're going to get, you know, a lot of confidence. Like, hey, after that ending, we're going to end it off the right way, you know. And I guarantee you Michael's going to come back in about 5 to 7 years. That's just reality. Michael is the Frankenstein of our generation. He's that Wolfman, a Dracula. You know how many people wants to fucking tell their end about Michael? Look at us. We speculate all the time and theorize about what could have happened. Directors do that too. Oh, maybe we should have ended it off like this, or maybe we should try to throw our, you know, pitch to them and see. It's going to come. Michael's coming back, you guys. Michael is coming back for sure. He's going to take a little break, obviously, but yeah, man. Something else I'm going to talk about. At the Halloween Ends premiere, Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton. I love both of them. Got the pleasure to meet Scout Taylor Compton and Danielle Harris. They're beautiful souls. They're cool as hell. Real, like, laid back. But my favorite final girl of all time was there. And, you know, Danielle Harris and Scout Taylor Compton, they're big fans of Jamie Lee. They've never met her. And she plays a big role in their lives. And, from what I'm hearing, because I watched Talk to Me Scary podcast, super cool. Check it out. But, yeah, man, I guess they went and tried to approach her, which I would have been nervous, so I don't blame them. I would have been nervous as hell. But to be fair, you guys know she's my favorite. Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis, you know, I'm going to tell you something. I've dead ass heard that you can watch the red carpet, and if I can find it, I'll try to put it in
just a little while.
Haven't really given it that much thought. I've been on a world tour. I got back a day ago. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is. I'm a little I'm more than a little jet lagged. I haven't eaten in probably 2 days.
She says, you know, basically on the red carpet that she hasn't ate in like, what, 3 days, 2 days or something like that. She's been busy. She's been on like a tour. I want to say Danielle Harris even said they saw Jamie Lee take her shoes off. You know how it is. Jamie Lee's getting old, you know, and she looks like she's always working and doing stuff. So I guess they approached her and she just said basically like she didn't know him. She, you know, and I know for a fact Jamie Lee is not a horror fan. She doesn't like horror. You know, she said, I remember watching an interview. It wasn't on the Night She Came Home documentary, but it was something else she was talking about. She said she's just not a horror fan. She you know, she just does it. You know, she's acting it, but she's not a horror fan. So I guess she told, you know, Danielle Harris basically like, hey, I never watched those movies. And, you know, they got emotional and everything. I feel it because, you know, you got this big moment in your head playing and you want to just meet your favorite, you know, whatever you want. For me, final girl, but for them, they just want to meet her because she's, you know, played a big part in their, you know, their roles and stuff. But I guess she wasn't feeling it and got, like, you know, the bad end of the stick. But personally, I just know how it is to have a bad day. I don't want to touch too much on that, but that happened. And, yeah, man, pretty much Halloween Ends is kind of taking a little dip, if that makes sense. It's taking a little dip, but I think that with us, you guys, we know Halloween Ends and everything is just, you know, it's different, but it's not the end. You know, we got left off in kind of like a bad spot like the Rob Zombie. Now we got to get someone to pick it up and kind of clean it up again, which will happen. But I personally think Halloween 4, because you can see it, Halloween 4 will come back with Danielle Harris. I think because, you know, it's time for her to get her flowers. In my opinion, Jamie Lloyd plays a big part in the Halloween franchise. I definitely think it can be her. And, you know, Malika Khan can take that upon herself. Only shitty thing about that is it's no James Jude, no Chris Nelson. You know, that they're done from my knowledge. But, yeah, man, it's going to be kind of crazy saying, you know, what's going to happen next with Halloween. By the way, I got the novelization on the way. I'm going to read that, and we're going to kind of dive into the novelization and see what's going on with Halloween Ends. What they wrote out. Paul Brad Logan, you know, put his hand in that and, you know, wrote it out for us. So I want to see. I've heard that there's a lot of different stuff and details on the scenes and everything in there that we didn't get in the movie. So yeah, when I start to read, I'll bring it to you guys. You know, maybe stuff was looking left in the movie, but it's right in the book. So yeah, you guys, comment down below what you guys think about everything we talked about and your thoughts on all of this. But yeah, you guys, unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. I like Scary on Instagram, I like Scary77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, and I like Scary on Twitter. And don't forget, you guys, to become a member of the Patreon, get exclusive content and benefits of the channel. And right there where it says subscribe, next to it, click join and become a member of the channel. Check out the official I Like Scary merch store. And yeah, you guys, I love you all. Stay scary out there. Peace.